Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. Allow me to say what a pleasure it is to stand in front of you and once more be the host for the Amalgamated Security Services Regional Recognition Awards ceremony. In cooperation with the ACCP, this program was launched in December 2014 with the aim of providing an additional motivation for any public law enforcement officer to continue giving their best. I am pleased to inform that in the second year of the program's existence, we already received a number of nominations about 3 times higher than last year. We hope you all will continue on this path and will drown us in nominations next year. And in that context, I must expressively thank our international judges who examined all nominations this year to determine the winners being awarded tonight. My sincere thank you goes to, in her absence, Ms. Melody Jackson, Chief Paul Sell in his absence as well, and of course, last but certainly not least, Mr. Larry Covington. Having said this, and smelling the food already, let us get straight into it. Tonight's awardees are Assistant Superintendent Brian Isaacs, Suriname; Constable Clifford Charles, Grenada; Senior Superintendent David Abraham, Trinidad and Tobago; Constable Odile Mulgrave, Cayman Islands; Woman Inspector Vena Butler, Trinidad and Tobago; Inspector Ray John, Antigua and Barbuda; Sergeant Diane Dumont, Grenada; Inspector Leo Anglin, Cayman Islands; Acting Detective Chief Inspector Adrian Kartik, British Virgin Islands; Corporal Ted King, St. Lucia. I would like to invite to the stage now our host, Police Commissioner Agnes Daniel, and Dr. Paul Allen, our Head of Electronic Security and Integrated Systems. Commissioner Daniel and Dr. Allen will hand over a trophy to Assistant Superintendent Brian Isaacs of the Surinamese Police Force, who is awarded second runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Career Move. Assistant Superintendent Isaacs, you are invited to the stage. Assistant Superintendent Isaacs joined the Surinamese Police Force in 2008 as a police policy officer. In 2012, he received a written honor for his extraordinary dedication. In 2013, he started a 2-year superintendent training of Bachelor of Police Science at the Police Academy and graduated in 2015 as Best Student with a Bachelor of Policing. Later in 2015, he was promoted to Assistant Superintendent and appointed as Acting Chief of International Affairs with the aim to strengthen the cooperation between various police forces. I would like to add a note that did not affect the awards program, but needs to be highlighted in my opinion. Brian, apart from these impressive achievements, also is the chairman of the organizing committee for this year's ACCP conference, and I would like to thank him for a job well done. Please applaud Superintendent Brian Isaacs. Daniel and Dr. Allen, congratulations once more, Brian. Job well done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, applications for the category of Top Caribbean Crime Fighter were so outstanding that our international judges actually ended up with a tie for second runner-up in this category. I would now like to invite to the stage Acting Police Commissioner Winston James and Mr. Edgar Aboud. Commissioner James and Mr. Aboud will hand over a trophy to Constable Clifford Charles, who is awarded second runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Crime Fighter. Constable Charles, you're invited to the stage. During the first quarter of 2014, Constable Charles investigated 21 matters while attached to the CID main office with a 43% rate of success. He was transferred to CID at the Northern District for the period May to November 2014, where he investigated 38 matters which resulted in 18 being solved and 18 persons being arrested. From January to August 2015, Constable Charles returned to CID main office where he investigated 35 reports. He was able to solve 24 of the reports and 18 persons were arrested. He was instrumental in conducting 9 operations in which 15 search warrants were executed and a total of 10 persons detained. He also attended to 23 reports which resulted in 10 persons being arrested. Please applaud Constable Charles. Thank you, Commissioner James and Mr. Wood. Congratulations once more, Constable Charles. Better? I would now like to invite to the stage Acting Police Commissioner Stephen Williams and Mr. Curtis Cummings. Commissioner Williams and Mr. Cummings will hand over a trophy to Senior Superintendent David Abraham, who is awarded second runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Crime Fighter. Senior Superintendent Abraham, you are invited to the stage. Senior Superintendent David Abraham, as head of the Northern Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, was adjudged the best performing divisional commander for the years 2014 and 2015. Under the leadership of David Abraham, the Northern Division moved from the division with the highest level of serious crimes in 2011 to the division with the lowest level of serious crimes among Trinidad's 4 high crime divisions in 2015. In 2014, the annual total of serious crimes in the Northern Division dropped by 17.6%, and in 2015 it dropped again by 25%. 139 illegal firearms were seized in 2014, 115 in 2015. Please applaud Senior Superintendent David Abraham. Thank you, Commissioner Williams and Mr. Cummings. Congratulations once more, Senior Superintendent Abraham. I would like to invite to the stage Police Commissioner David Baines and Dr. Maurice Aboud. Commissioner Baines and Dr. Aboud will hand over a trophy to Constable Odale Mulgrave, who is awarded second runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Community Policing Officer. Constable Mulgrave, you are invited to the stage. Constable Mulgrave enlisted in the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service, or RCIPS for short, in 2012. Whilst assigned to the Neighborhood Policing Department, Constable Mulgrave launched a neighborhood watch program and spearheaded a national crime prevention seminar organized by RCIPS. At this seminar, he was also a speaker on crime prevention through environmental design. He was the editor for the District Operations newsletter before he later was assigned to his present post as School Resource Officer, where he is tasked with partnering with assigned schools to curb antisocial behavior, prevent, detect, and investigate crimes, and make referrals to social services geared at behavior change and providing social services. According to his superiors, his knowledge of his job, his ethics, professionalism, and communication skills are extraordinary. Please applaud Constable Mulgrave. Thank you, Commissioner Baines and Dr. Aboud. Congratulations once more, Constable Mulgrave. I would like to invite to the stage once more Acting Police Commissioner Stephen Williams and Mrs. Pamela Hossain. Commissioner Williams and Ms. Hossain will hand over a trophy to Woman Inspector Vina Butler, who is awarded first runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Career Move. Inspector Butler, you are invited to the stage. Inspector Butler believes that continuous improvement should be the aim of all law enforcement agencies and that policing practices must be progressively influenced by scientifically tested practices. She is based at the Police Academy, where her responsibilities include recruiting and equipping officers for crime fighting. Within law enforcement circles, crime fighting is usually viewed from a successful detection angle. However, crime prevention is an equally sound approach to crime fighting. Her training of police officers is critical to achieving this goal. According to her superiors, she continuously uses her policing skill and newly acquired knowledge to positively impact her immediate work environment. Please applaud Inspector Butler. Thank you, Commissioner Williams and Ms. Hossain. Congratulations once more, Inspector Butler. I would like to invite now to the stage Police Commissioner Wendell Robinson and Mr. Gilbert Reyes. Commissioner Robinson and Mr. Reyes will hand over a trophy to Inspector Ray John, who is awarded first runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Crime Fighter. Inspector John, you are invited to the stage. 27 years ago, Inspector John joined the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda. He now heads the Rapid Response Unit RRU, which supplements the Special Services Unit SSU. His superiors and colleagues regard Inspector John to be one of the most tactically proficient human resources to the organization. The Special Services and Rapid Response Units contributed significantly to the prevention and suppression of criminal activities in Antigua and Barbuda. Consequently, homicide cases were reduced by 58% in 2015, aggravated robberies by some 53%. Please applaud Inspector John. Thank you, Commissioner Robinson and Mr. Reyes. Congratulations once more, Inspector John. I am inviting now to the stage once more Acting Police Commissioner Winston James and Mr. Brian Ramsey. Commissioner James and Mr. Ramsey will hand over a trophy to Sergeant Diane Dumont, who is awarded first runner-up in the category of Top Caribbean Community Policing Officer. Sergeant Dumont, you are invited to the stage. Sergeant Dumont was enlisted in the Royal Grenada Police Force in 1992. She has been assigned to the Community Relations Department with a high focus on community policing. She is the holder of an associate degree in social work from the T.A. Marisho Community College. During the past 2 years, she received training in domestic violence and sexual offenses. In 2015, she restored 2 boys' clubs after many years of disorganization and engaged in a number of practical activities with them. She's involved in school outreach programs both at the primary and secondary level. Several panel discussions led by Sergeant Dumont were held under the theme Domestic Violence at various communities in the Central Division. Please applaud Sergeant Dumont. Thank you, Commissioner James and Mr. Ramsey. Congratulations once more, Sergeant Dumont. And now for the first prizes. I would like to invite to the stage Police Commissioner Severin Monchery and Mr. Michael Aboud, Chairman of Amalgamated Security. Commissioner Monchery and Mr. Aboud will hand over a trophy and the prize of $5,000 To Corporal Ted King, who is awarded first place and winner in the category of Top Caribbean Community Policing Officer. Corporal King, you're invited to the stage. Corporal King is a member of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force for 11 years. He spearheaded school lectures, addressed PTA meetings, and also coordinated a summer camp for at-risk students. He assists young community members with job placements and mentors young students interested in becoming police officers. He also participated in various talk shows on behalf of his police force and continues to make positive contributions to this organization and the surrounding communities. Please applaud Corporal King. Thank you, Commissioner Manchery and Mr. Aboud. Congratulations once more, Corporal King. Chairman, please stay on stage with me. I would like to invite to the stage now Superintendent St. Clair Amory. Superintendent St. Clair Amory and Mr. Aboud will hand over a trophy and the prize of $5,000 to Acting Detective Chief Inspector Adrian Kartik, who is awarded first place and winner in the category of Top Caribbean Crime Fighter. Acting Detective Chief Inspector Kartik, you are invited to the stage. Detective Kartik is the Senior Investigating Officer for the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force. He holds daily conferences with his staff, ensuring information is shared and no intelligence is lost. He has been the SIO on 8 homicides and numerous other major investigations such as rape, corporate manslaughter, sudden infant deaths and boating deaths due to neglect. He retains ownership and responsibility for each investigation and considers all strategic options available to him such as covert, passive data and intelligence. Please applause Detective Kartik. Thank you, Superintendent Amory and Mr. Aboud. Congratulations once more, Detective Kartik. Last but certainly not least, I would like to invite once more to the stage Police Commissioner David Baines. Commissioner Baines will receive a trophy and the prize of $5,000 on behalf of Inspector Leo Anglin, who is awarded first prize and winner in the category of Top Caribbean Career Move. Inspector Anglin could not be present personally today because his wife is delivering their baby as I speak. Baby girl? So I think that's worth an applause. Baby girl, Anglin. Inspector Leo Anglin is a product of the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service's High Potential Development Scheme. As a matter of fact, he was the first officer to be inducted into the program in 2010. He was promoted to the rank of Sergeant in 2014 and assumed the rank of Acting Inspector in 2015 before he was promoted to Inspector in 2016. Inspector Anglin is an officer who leads by example. The leadership style and passion he has brought to his organization has been described as infectious indeed. His superiors state that his training in a highly pressurized environment is intended to prepare him for the highest ranks in the service. Quote, he has risen to the challenge. Thank you, Commissioner Baines and Mr. Aboud.
Michael, thank you once again. Leo Anglin asked me personally to offer his sincere apologies for not being here. He meant no offence by not being here to personally receive it, but those of us who are fathers will understand the joy of your child and the worry of travelling with a pregnant wife. I've had to give him words of advice. I don't know, and it's to do with his planning and commitment. I don't know what he was doing 9 months ago, but I've got a pretty good idea, all right? So he sends his apologies. He's absolutely delighted He's an absolute star for us, and he's one of those, like that table with all of our operational officers, who inspire us on a daily basis to be better than we think we can be, to make a difference in their communities, and actually they're the people who make us proud on a daily basis. So I congratulate each of you as winners and runners-up. You made us proud. Let us make sure you're proud to be police officers and representing our islands and these nations here today. So thank you.
Well, you know, I just found out it seems to be hotter in here than I thought, because I was just accused that I forgot one of our winners. I shall investigate that thoroughly, but if you feel like me, I'm hungry. So basically for now, that's it for me. All that's left to say is I hope you enjoyed the evening so far. It's far from over. Food, drinks, and entertainment are awaiting you. And before I finish, let me invite you to see Amalgamated Security Services tomorrow. During your interaction with the exhibitors, we will have a bar at our booth and would be delighted if you could join us for a drink. I think we solved the problem already. I had a similar thought. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Everybody go ahead. I'm free to go. Very good. Okay, in that case, who got the check? Who got the check? In that case, I say what you all are waiting for. As far as I'm aware and as far as I can see from here, the buffet is now open. Please enjoy yourself. Looking forward to have some fun later with you with the entertainers. Thank you for your attention. You have been a wonderful audience. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention just for 2 minutes. It's my final duty to offer a number of appreciations and thanks for this evening's event. First of all, I'd like to thank Amalgamated Security Services, first of all, for hosting us this evening and providing this sumptuous banquet and this wonderful event. Okay? Great event, well organised, and we've had a great support from you. For those of you who didn't know, there are 5 different food stations, and I encourage you to go back if you missed any. There's Chinese, Creole, Javanese, Indian, and what's the one I've missed? Japanese, sorry. So if you've missed any of those, please go back and enjoy the food. It's spectacular. So thank you for this event and taking it forward. On a more serious note, often our officers face criticism in the media on a regular basis, where the stories of a bad experience of a number of few officers dominate the newspapers. This event, these awards, and the recognition of the best that we have to offer change that dynamic and give a different balance. So, Amalgamated, you will never know how much inspiration you provide to our officers. The good news is you've seen 4 times the nominations from last year. Our ambition is to make sure you get 4 times the nominations from this year for next year. It's a dead simple issue. Trophies, recognition of what is good, what is best about us as a service, I have to say, helps us to promote the best and forget the worst. So thank you, Amalgamated, for all you do in the award ceremonies. Thank you.